I call the honourable member, Dr Paul Hutchison.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, for the opportunity to speak on this Defence Amendment Bill. And like the Honourable Jonathan Coleman and the Honourable Phil Goff, I too pay tribute to the Defence Force, both past and present, who have served New Zealand so extraordinarily well to the extent of being prepared to make the ultimate sacrifice. Mr Speaker, I also want to just pay tribute to the work of the Honourable Wayne Mapp, who has ushered through the white paper, which is very much behind the genesis of this bill. An incredibly thorough process of consultation, and it does concern one when you hear New Zealand First speaking from such an absolutely uninformed way about the future of our armed forces, when this white paper was put out for consultation right throughout New Zealand, and was some of the finest minds in this area contributed to it and resulted in this comprehensive statement of the government's defence objectives, priorities, strategies, capability and funding for the next 20 years. Mr Speaker, it was a little rich to hear the Honourable Phil Goff saying that this bill was all about cuts. This was the leader of the Labour Party who campaigned about spending more, borrowing more and taxing more, and what actually happened, he cut his own party from 49 seats to 34 seats. Absolutely incredible result, and totally rich to hear this former leader of the opposition suggesting that was the element of this bill. And not for one moment did he deny that he wasn't supporting it. And I think almost certainly he would be supporting the bill. Mr Speaker, this bill is indeed about the national-led government committing itself to making sure that New Zealand has a strong and effective defence force, strengthening the one-force approach of the modern defence force, and the one-force approach being a key to ensuring the three services work more effectively together, as is required by the increasing sophistication of military operations. Mr Speaker, far from it being a bill about cutting, it is a bill that has been very carefully considered. I look forward to it being debated rigorously in the Select Committee, and I do commend it to the House.
I call the honourable member Ian Lees Galloway.